Good afternoon, everyone. I'm back, and I'm gonna do a little cashy. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. So yeah, we're gonna play a little casual stroll. We're gonna explain our way through the moves. So I'm gonna create a table here. Casual stake 1,000 maybe. Stake 1,000. So in the last couple of videos I posted in this time setting, I kind of ran out of time. So what I'm going to try to do is take a little bit less time at the beginning, so we have time to... Oh, we got Urban. Very nice. Max Urban, I believe this is. So he's going to give me a good game, for sure. Max Urban from South Africa. Sorry, mate. Okay, I need to work on the all accents, and I tend to lose them in the middle, like when I can sort of start them off not very well, obviously, but they get even worse. So 5-4-4-2, okay. But I've definitely heard of Max. 5-3 is an easy play. Nothing much happening. Nothing happening. All insta plays. Okay, here's a micro decision. But since I don't want to come to the 18 point and he's got a checker on the bar, I'm happy to give him a 6-5, risking a 6-5 from the bar. Now he should just carry on hitting, right? I'm really tired, but I just felt like I wanted to do... I haven't done one of these for ages. So he carries on hitting. Now, what can I say? With this 1-6. This is one of those decisions where it's almost forced to come out with the 6, but I guess I've got time to just to check through it. Good morning, Justin. Justin Hampton says hi, and I don't want to get hit. I've only got 2 men back, so I don't want to hit on... What I'm thinking about is hitting on the 2 point, but I don't see how it can be right, because even if it goes badly for me and my opponent rolls like a 6-2 or a 6-3 hits and covers, I'm still happy that I haven't been sent back. Good morning, Reese. Good morning, Martin. So he rolls his best, 6-2. And I know, maybe part of subconsciously in my mind, I knew that if anything goes wrong here, like if I fan, then it's an easy take. And so the same strategy employing, not offering up a second checker. I mean, maybe this is obvious, but getting out is good as well. And now I only leave 14 shots for him to hit with from the midpoint. Okay, he finally has a decision. Basically the 2 is pretty clear, I think, to make the 22, but then the 5 is either going to be out to the 18 point or to the 8 point. I'm not sure which is best. Does he duplicate? I mean, I would come out, but I don't know why. Does he duplicate some of my numbers by coming out? Not necessarily. But I got away with it there. So that 2-5 was like a number whereby I get some sort of traction back in the game. And even more so with this 4-1, obviously easy play. Okay, it's kind of back where we were, like me on the bar again with his 4 men back. And then I do fan, and he doesn't think about it at all. Not cute. So this is the thing, back checkers, Mitch's book, back checker strategy, but all I know about back checkers is that when you have them back, you need to come out, right? Unless he made his optimal move as far as coming out, he split. and came out, and the splitting enabled him to come out even further the next go, and goes after that. Now he should think. Good morning, Jeff, or good afternoon, whatever it is. Is it? It's already 1:40. Okay, so he did think, because I was saying good hi to Jeff. 4-2 seems to be clear to make the full 20 points. So no surprise, Max has got all the plays right so far. Question is he going to cube at the right time? 4-2. Seems like a no-brainer to hit on the 9 point, right? Seems like a no-brainer. Okay, he's thinking now. Now I wouldn't necessarily think, I mean, everyone's entitled to think, but now I've hit him back and I only leave I don't know what it is, like a bunch of 4s plus 3-6. It's not very many shots, like 12 shots, something like that. And now my instinct is, you've guessed it, of course, coming out, like there's no better 5, right? I don't really want to dump a man to the ace. If I play 9-4, like, and then split, then I'm leaving a bunch of shots anyway, right? Again, like a play that seems really obvious, but then when you've got time, you want to think, but there's nothing really to think about, is there? Is there anything to think about? I remember also last matches I played, I made some terrible oversights. Maybe just talking too much. Yeah, I'm going to do this, but why am I delaying? And we have, hi Paul McKenna. I've delighted to see a new viewer. So yeah, the 5-1 made sense, and now he is thinking about cubing. Probably not a double. Like, the basic thing is that at these match scores, 0-0 to 7, 9, 11, or money, you can take really deeply. So in other words, in gammonish positions, normal gammonish positions, you can foot the loss, you can incur the loss of the gammon fairly adequately. Maybe in a 5-point match, less so, because of course if you lose 4 points, you're going to be 4-0 down Crawford. You don't like that. But we know now that and it could even be a pass, I don't know. But we know that Max is going to cube. So all we need to do, we've got plenty of time, is work out what the correct 4 is, so that we get the right play on XG. Because we don't care about winning. So if I don't hit, then he just hits me with 2 deuces. Plus he's got stuff that's going to point on me. And for example, like a 6-4, if I don't hit, I think a 6-4 is better for him because it will play 13-3. Jeff would have cubed. I don't think so. So we know, I mean, I'm probably taking now, right? We know that Max is going to cube now. I'm 15 pips up. And even like if he rolls a 2, I'm not completely dead. Of course it's bad. And if he doesn't roll a 2, like let's say he rolls a 5-4. Hadob Mukshub says van dot rent. Oh, Martin's agreeing with... Okay, so I'm off base here. If Martin and Jeff both think it's a double, then that's interesting. But I'm going to take this anyway. I mean, why would this be a pass? He can't hit loose without breaking a point. So, I mean, yeah, I want to use more time, but I've made up my mind. So it's like, why, what else do I want to say about this position? Just going through the numbers. So his best number is like double 5 and double 4, and then you get a double 6 that fans. So that's one thing that's to your advantage. So I think it's an easy take. Hey Christian, do I fancy a match against you? I do. I would love to play you, Christian, but I'm not sure if I have the energy and if there's enough time, and if I want to get beaten. But I think that was a take. Easy take. I mean, clear take. So he didn't hit and I wouldn't have hit, and he came out, making it really difficult for me. I guess my follow-ups are going to be awkward. Like with this one, I can play 8 to 6, 2 to 1. Jeff would pass. Okay, no, you're probably not way off. I'm often way off. So the question is, can I afford to play something safe like 23, 22, 8 to 6? I don't think so, because then it's not that safe anyway. Like if I hit twice, I can still anchor, and of course it can go right. So I don't know if Max knows, but I should have straight. Okay, so what happened? I didn't see what he rolled. Must have rolled a 6. So okay, just getting a grip on the position, trying not to make an oversight so I can hit twice. This is awkward, right? So I can make the 10, so I can make the 10 and play 8 to 6. I mean, I can't cover the deuce, which is what I wanted to do, because it leaves a bunch of shots. And if I hit twice, look at that. Maybe I have to hit twice. Maybe I have to hit twice, because this, it's going to be difficult for me to maintain the outside prime. If I roll anything below a 6, I roll 5s, it's going to get awkward. So maybe I just need to have an awkward position now. I'm not seeing the position totally clearly. Of course I could just play 10 to 7, 8 to 6, but that wouldn't make sense. I think just hitting twice makes some sort of sense, putting 3 in the air, making the anchor. So a bit of a ended up like with a few complex decisions. I really do want to make the 10 point. Can I afford to do so? I think I have to, otherwise I leave so many shots. Now I'm being forced to make the 10 point in a way, because otherwise I leave shots. But this is kind of horrible. Okay, I don't want to take too much time, like I said, over the first. Christian says he's always afraid to take. Martin says, I've found that tough, but given it's takeable, now I see the point of delaying the cue by a turn. Okay. I'm guessing it's a pass, but if all of you... I would take if I had the 3 point made rather than split back checkers. Now I can't remember the position. Okay, so 1 is 1. 1 is clear. I don't make the 23 point. 1 is a good 1. Can I play 6 to 1? Probably not. I'm just thinking that even now, after I get hit, I don't get gammoned all that much with, I mean, someone can tell me, maybe it's like 30% with my anchor. So yeah, and I haven't had time to. Oh no, he should have made the 16 point there, I think. Although maybe it's not a big deal. Again, just feels like there's not much gain in the long run. It's not that much safer to play 6-1. So it's very interesting that what you guys think was a clear pass, to me was a clear take. So there's obviously a disparity. And it's, yeah, trying to remember the position. I guess Max also thought I would pass. And now, if I come up to the 22 and play 6-3, then the strategy is that hopefully I can roll a 6 and the prime can hold. Otherwise, pointing on the 4 point leaves shots. So yeah, maybe I'm saying stuff that's obvious, doesn't need to be said. And like before, similar thing, Max should come out to the 16 point. And just make the 12 point. He doesn't want to get hit with 6-3 or 6-4. There's no other one anyway. So there we go. We've got 13 viewers. Beautiful. Yeah. Well, this is just. I was going to say the word wrong, but the idea is that he hits me back if I come out. I see that. I see that. I would like to keep the 10, but it might get awkward for me. I'm really not sure what to do with this one, actually. Can I afford to do this? Probably not. Maybe just cut my losses, try and get one man, scoot one man round, just have 4 men on the 22, save the gammon. Okay, he makes the 6 prime. I didn't even see he could make it. So he can just come out with 1 here, which exerts this kind of holding effect. I don't think there's any need to. I mean, it's probably only giving himself a bad double 3. And I wouldn't come out with both precisely because I do want to get another man back. So I would stay. The 1 could be 4-3. And again, I would stay. I'm sure he will stay because he played the 6-3 or whatever it was, 6-2 in the way he did, where he kept his back checker split. So even if he rolls double 3 now, it's not a disaster. So I think I'm going to just give up. Just break the 8. Could be wrong, could be wrong. The cloak says why 2 webcams? Yeah, just because there are two holes to fill, so I don't know. Just wanted to fill I want to fill the void. And I'm vain. No, I just I've got a computer webcam, and then I just figured that it wasn't that the pixel, whatever it is, strength isn't that high, so I got another webcam which isn't that much better than the computer webcam. Can you guess which one is which? Actually, I'm looking at it now, I don't even know which one is which. Okay, so 5 men behind the 6 prime is probably over 50% getting gammon, so all my theory has gone to pot, but I can maybe. Shall I kill 5s? I think it's probably more important to kill 5s. So what's his technique now? I mean, probably just clear from the back, right? He'll have 6s will play from the 8 point or the 7 point, 5s will play from the 7. So yeah, it's a little bit awkward if he plays 9-7, 9-5. A little bit awkward. Thank you very much. DeCloak says nice stream. Yeah, I agree. But thank you very much. No, I'm joking. That's very kind of you to say so. And here you can, I guess, afford to leave the checkers there on the 8 point, exerting. Here we go. Easy save. Easy save, boys. Mexi. This is awkward. He can play 5 to 1, right? But I don't love sevens clearing the 7 point for sure. Maybe it's better to clear the 8 point, Jeff. Would you think would you, if you had a choice between clear the 8 or clear the 7, which would you clear? I think I would go for clearing the 8. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm so tired, dude. I'm so tired. Okay, right. Okay, look, from winning a gammon to like, maybe I can win the race. 3 wouldn't. It's amazing and silly, a bit silly how in backgammon things can change so quickly. The position just, I know I rolled double 6 and should I make the board yet? It doesn't appear at one stage that it's going to end up reaching a certain position, and it does, and it's a sort of a bit of an illusion, I guess. Yeah, 8, I agree with Jeff. Okay, I've got to come out, right? I don't want to get gammon. I think could have been a bit fast there. So it's interesting actually that Max, I said to him that I'm streaming, he said he didn't realise. I don't think he did. There's no reason why he would know I was streaming, but if I were him, I wouldn't play a casual. Why would we want to play casual time settings on? Any of you guys ever play casual? I mean, it's so boring. I'd have cleared the 7. Okay, interesting. I don't think so. But okay, 2-0 down. Match cube strategy. Someone should write a book about that. The 7 point match. So, being 7 away, 5 away is quite an active score as far as scores go, but you know, not after the guy rolls a double 2. So, like, even if I was to cube now, it wouldn't be an enormous blunder, just because I get so much more value, relative value from my gammons. I also get more value from the recube, and my opponent gets none. What else can we say? Other stuff. Okay, so 4-3 he has to play safe, and I'm gonna think about cubing because of this score, but because my 4s and 2s are duplicated, I don't love it, and then I like it again because I don't like his checker for him on his 4 point. That sort of extra builder there, it's not really going to do anything. Having said that, I'm 5 pips down, and again going back to this duplication, 4-2 is so heavily duplicated, as is double 2. And then like things like 5-3, 5-1, 2-1, they're not going to do anything, and people take so much as well. So maybe a different score, like 7 away, 2 away, this would be okay. But I'm gonna shaky shake. Okay, this race is close. I don't think I can afford to get hit, so I don't want to just hit loose. I can hit twice, but I think that's unnecessary, seeing as I just want to be able to get to a cube, and if I get hit back, I can't. And making a 22 is good, because I can escape with 6s. So I'm not really fully comfortable with... I hate switching and allowing him to roll a 5-3, for one thing. Okay, so now this is a perfect cube. I do that thing where the guy dances and then you have to like cube instantly, which is always annoying for your opponent. So Casper would have cubed, so he takes instantly here, and now This is like I have a semi-anchor, so I can run off this anchor. Question is, how valuable is my checker? Okay, first question, am I going to hit with the 5? No. Second question, if I don't run off the anchor, how valuable is my extra builder on the 6 point? Not very valuable. Therefore, it can't be too bad to run. Third question, are the numbers that he needs to hit me on the 3 point when I come out and maybe on the 15 point duplicated? Yeah, they are. Okay, I'm going to come out. I don't love it either. It's like the double 1, but I'm going to do it. Because now when you see now, yeah, maybe this is not good, because now I give myself so much work. I always underestimate this. I'm like, what? I didn't realize what I was doing. Yeah. So maybe it was the right play, but I just didn't see. There's degrees of seeing the right play. There's seeing the right play and kind of foreseeing all the eventualities, and then there's like blindly making the right play, not seeing that when you come out, you're giving yourself a lot of stuff to do in order to clean up those checkers or get one of them safe. So it might have even been wrong. I mean, it could well have been wrong. What would you guys play with the 5-2? 5-3, of course he's going to hit. I mean, make the point. Yeah, okay, I didn't miss this one. It's obviously a very great roll. That's a poor roll. I don't know which anchor to break. I would, usually break the 11 point, but because you're leaving fewer shots. But you can just play 8-3. I didn't even see that, and he should play 8-3. Yeah, he doesn't see that either. Casper Van attack plays 13-6. Oh dear. Okay, so get that safe, get that safe, get that safe, and get that safe. That can't be too bad. Martin would have done the same as me. Yeah, I think the ace-5, he just didn't see it. Would you guys have considered playing 8-3 with his 1-5? I think I would have done. 3-4. Okay, this is the perfect number, right? Boom. Boomalini. Ace-3, he's going to have to hit. Leave another block. He does that, he does really quickly. Now, I think I can afford to give a 1-6 and a 2-6, seeing as he's got only 3-point board, and I kind of want to make if he rolls a 2, I want to make the 8-point, I believe. Could be wrong. And not only that, I don't get to do anything. I don't get to hit. So if he anchors, he has there's nothing I can do. I have to just. He has a reasonable game. 5, I think I'm just making that. And then I'm just trying to work out. Yeah, he's gonna fan, obviously. Oh, he's not. That's the computer usually. These rigged dice. I felt a fan anyway. Okay, and then I'm just gonna make the 7. Oh, the 7. I don't want to get hit because then maybe he can hit me, and then I have to hit him back and make better timing for him. But his timing is very suspicious anyway. So like, do we do this? I don't know. I'm not going to think about these ones too much. He could kill his 6s. That's an idea. So my 5-2, yeah, leaving the anchor. I mean, what's the idea? So what? Okay, here I definitely like to play 6 to 5, but my double 5 is killed. My 4s are going to play nicely to the 4 point from the 8 point. I don't know what's right. I don't know. Again, don't have enough time really to... This. 3s. Kind of want a checker on the 5 point. I can play 8 to 7. Now I look at it more. 1, 2, 3, double 6, but he's gonna break. If he rolls double 6, he hits and covers. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna just experiment. Seems reasonable. Kind of want him to break, right? We want him to break the 23 point. Arguable, I don't know, questionable whether I win more or... Okay. I don't know if I'd have gone for that. But I guess he has to. On my logic, he's using my logic that he wants to be hit to try and maintain his 23 point. So even if he gets a 1 and comes up to the 23, he's still going to get gammoned if he leaves the 24 point anchor. And again, I keep saying this, just don't have enough time to really think it through properly. And now it's sort of gone well. It's kind of gone according to plan, but maybe other stuff could have happened. Okay, so obviously if I don't hit, then I'm going according to my original plan, hoping that he rolls a 6. If I do hit, then I might be winning more gammons because when he doesn't come in, I'm going to go with my original plan, be consistent. Double 6 is going to hit and cover and come out with 1. But this, surely this is better than if he rolls a 6. Of course, if he doesn't roll a 6, then our thing about, we obviously hit twice here, our thing about, fair enough, I rolled a great number, he rolled a 6. Okay, he remakes the anchor. And now he makes it again, that's a bummer. Look, judging by how he plays quite aggressive, oh no, he does pick it up, he should really pick it up. And then I think we can stay back, or do we try and get a direct shot by coming into, do we duplicate the 6? Maybe we do this. Now if he doesn't roll, if he didn't roll above a 6, then we get a direct shot. 6s again, so it's consistent plan. I want him to 6-2, but he's got a block. Maybe I can afford to be hit with a 6-2. I want to stay back. 6-6 hit and cover now becomes a bit dangerous. Do I come in with 6-1 or do I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I didn't want to give him a double 6 to hit and cover. So he didn't roll a 1. But now I can't pick that up. Do I hit them both? I don't think so. Two checkers with 1 on the 13. 1, 2, 3. Try and win a gammon or not. I think 5-2 still wins some gammons. Feels a bit wrong, I don't know. That for sure. Not leaving a shot for sure. Aggressive for sure. Not leaving a shot for sure. The snooer. The power of the snooer. Oh! Not sure about... Well, okay. So now, I've got to be a little bit careful. Well played. Thanks, Max. It's nice of him. I don't think I would ever say that to someone. Maybe I would. 6-1, he should probably just slot the 5 point, I think. Because he's 5 away, I'm 3 away. I just want to get a save, right? So that's kind of an okay roll if I can get missed by 8s and 9s. Okay, I kind of prefer not being hit than... I think so, yeah. I think it's better for me not to get hit than to have him make the 5 point. Same scenario, but now... now what? No, they're still all gonna... Double 3 won't hit. I don't think I can hit twice. The plan is to play with 1 checker back. I'm a master at that. Okay, he makes the good point. Now I can't make the 4 point, of course, because then I'm going to get hit. But I think I do need to come up, although I don't like to stack a checker on the 6 point. But if I'm 13 pips up, I don't see how I can afford not to come up. Noting that when I come up to the 22, it's a lot more dangerous for me in the short term. Okay, so he's got to consider what play is going to be a double pass or a double take or a... In other words, he's got to make sure that he makes a play here that keeps his opportunity to double alive next go. And I think his play was fine. And the question is, like, how am I gonna... Well, I'm only 4 pips down. I can lose some gammons, which is a little bit worrying. Okay, 1 point is, when he's 5 away, you're 3 away, you don't really want to just pass. This is the problem. Because then he goes 4 away, 3 away. That's a really active score. So the point is very valuable to him. However, how am I going to win this? Just as pulling something out of the air, like, let's say he rolls a 6-3. He can probably, or almost certainly, afford to slot the 4 point, and then I'm going to have to roll a really good number to get myself out of dodge. If I roll a 2-1 and just hit on the 21, then I'm going to have a blot on my own 3 point. It's going to be a bit nasty. But then these are really complicated, and maybe I need to just have a look at... I mean, this book is it's an exceptional book in many ways. This theory of backgammon. Yeah, it just made me more aware of the value of each point. But yeah, for sure, I appreciate that the point is more valuable to my opponent than it is not valuable to me for risking actually losing 2. So, in other words, what I'm trying to say is I can afford to risk 2 at this score to win 1, to not to have to lose 1. But like I said, the position itself is really quite dodgy. So even though I'd like to take, I don't think I can afford to because I just don't win enough. And I get gammoned some of the time. So I'm going to pass. I don't know what you guys would have done. I don't like to put him at this 4-away, 3-away score. I think that's really bad. And I don't know how to play my 3-2 after this. I do want an anchor, but I don't want to give him like a good. For example, if I split to the 21, I give him a good 6-3. Well, his 6-3 would hit actually. So what am I talking about? I don't know this. It feels so. Generally, if your opponent is out pipping you, you don't want to split because splitting is like running. But it's even more important to get an advanced anchor. Okay, I just don't know. But all I know is he's not cubing. Okay, I got away with it. So 4 is 4, I guess 5 is 5. Not hitting on the ace point. I don't think I need to go drastic. I don't want to get another checker back. Jeff would have taken. Interesting. Jeff's always doing different things. Now this is going to be they're going to play this quite quickly, hope to get him off the scent, but I think I'm probably going to pass this. Because should I have hit on the ace point? I'm 20 pips down, it's just too dodgy. I mean, even like playing on here wouldn't be ridiculous for him. I just can't. I think this is such either a big pass or it's very, very likely to be a pass from the smallest of passes to the biggest that I'm quite happy just to not take my time. Now we're at a beautiful score, 3-away, 3-away. This is a very tricky score to navigate. In some ways you can take deeper in gammonish positions than in other scores because your opponent's gammon value is reduced on a 2 cube. Let me say that again, your opponent's gammon value on a 2 cube is reduced. In other words, if he wins a gammon on a 2 cube, he exceeds the score he needs to win the match by 1. So can make the 10. Yeah, Casper, yeah, we're going to pass that. Yeah, big pass, Jeff. So what does he do here? I think he just, well, 8-7 or 6-5, I think. And then 6-2 is like the booby prize. 6-2 is booby. I think you just have to hit. I've got... But I'm not annoyed about all these things that niggle that you don't know. I didn't know with the 3-2. So what do you guys do with the 3-2 after 6-4? 6-4. Of course, I could play 24, 22, 13, 10. I could also play 13, 8 even. Okay, so he hits. I think I would hit. Okay, now I'm at 2-away, 3-away, 3-away. I'm kind of bad at these. I like to maintain my race lead. So if I don't hit, he's not got an awful lot of stuff, good numbers. But if I hit, I just kind of get another checker sent back. I don't mind too much if he makes the anchor. I don't see that I gain all that much. 1626, 36. Maybe you gain on 1626, 36. 56. But 16 is awkward for him anyway. All these numbers are kind of awkward for him. I don't know. I'm Casper would Ben, Jeff would play 2 down. Okay. And now it feels like he has to make the 3-point, because the 2-point is too deep, and it leaves. Yeah, I don't like that. And it leaves us a 3-5 and a double 4. 1. I think I'm going to make the 3-point here actually. Because otherwise my distribution is bad, and then I'm not sure whether I'm going to hit. I think maybe I have to hit. Feels like I have to hit, right? I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me hitting, but I don't know. Maybe because I so much don't want to get hit on my own 5-point. It's a difficult trade-off for me. And again, like 3-away, he can take quite deeply, so I don't think there's any reason to think about cubing, although I am thinking. And there's not that many. I mean, he's got 5-point and 3s are duplicated, but it's good to note that I'm favourite. Oh, and I didn't see I can make the anchor and make the deuce. So now, possibly cubing here. Got to be an easy take. So we can rule out for him 15, 13, 8-2. Can we? Not. I think we can rule that out. So that he's going to play. I think he's going to play 9 and 6. I think anyone that doesn't play 9 and 6 here is either just a beginner, as in they're going to play 15, 13, 8-2, or if you play 9 and 4, I guess 9 and 4 is possible, and that's what he's thinking. He's obviously thinking about 9 and 4 or 9 and 6, and he plays 9 and 6. And what's going on here? It's kind of unclear, because if I hit, I have got a good ball, but I've got anchors. So when and where am I losing my market? Well, I lose my market with double 6. But it's maybe that this is one of those weird positions where you don't lose your market right now. There's a tendency to lose your market on following goes, and since he's got an open 4 and 3-point, I kind of like my chances here. Obviously ruling out that it can never be too good. I can roll a 6-1 as well, I didn't see that. So Jess, thank you for your comment. 5-5 no hit. Yeah, it felt like it was natural. I don't know. Are you sure about that, Jess? You seem like you are. It's a difficult one for me, but this doubling here makes sense. If I roll 2-1, I might even have to play 4-2, 2-1 hitting. I'm not sure. I guess he's going to take. I'm going to roll a 2-1. Nope. Okay, so happy to hit. I've already worked out that I was going to hit, and then fours and threes if I come out. I think I want to either play 13-8 to get a man to bear in on the 8 point, or to the 11. Initially I didn't see 13-8, I think that makes more sense. If I stay back, of course, ones are duplicated. Okay. Feels like coming down is reasonable. I don't mind if he breaks his anchor. So Jess is not sure about the double five. But feels like you're sure. I mean, we're never sure. But you seem sure. So I would go with you on that one. Notwithstanding the fact I know that you're a super, super strong player. I don't know if Christian is still watching. Okay, so I can either play 13-9, 8-7, which seems natural. I kind of like to make the bar point when I'm priming in those checkers on the 23 point. So 8-7 for sure, and then I don't think there's much need to come off the anchor. Jeff preferred 13-8. 3-1 would have pointed on me. This double was certainly questionable, as in it could well have been a double, but it could certainly not have been a double. It's difficult to analyse. He can't afford to hit here. Can't afford to hit. He's going to have to play 8-7. I didn't see this. 8-7, 6-3 is a neat enough play. Boy, I'm tired. I hope I haven't missed stuff. 5-4 is just a natural play, right? Without even having to think about it. And you can make the 9 point and come off. It doesn't necessarily mean it's right. I don't see anything else though. Christian says, I'm still here but wrapping presents for tomorrow. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Christmas. Merry Christmas, Christian. The first play I see is making the 3, but is that adequate enough? Yeah, it could be. When I say adequate, what I mean is you need to really need to make the 5 and 4 points to stop me from getting out, but also to start priming me. And by making the 3 point, you're actually sort of precipitating my escape in a way. Now he has to hit right and go big. He's got 2 anchors. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. And I have to hit myself. Oh, what's going on? Can't let him make that. It's just so unclear. But since he's only got the 2-5, I'm kind of happy to hit. 2, 3. How many have I played? I don't think I need to play 7-6. In any case, I'm not going to do it. And then I just carry on hitting, right? Now I do make the... Come on, why isn't it moving? Okay, so what do I have to do here? 1. I just play smooth, right? If he rolls a 1, I'm okay. I mean, that was a great couple of rolls for me. You know, Christian, I think I'm too tired. I've got to keep my strength up. 5-2 seems natural to hit. And again, I'm not going to break the prime because I'm just going to cater for the eventuality where he comes in, makes the ace, and I've still got this mini prime. Okay, now I can start to to break, I think. Or do I need to? I don't think I need to, maybe. Maybe it's early. Maybe if he doesn't come in now, yeah. Which ones do I break? Do I break the 7 as well? I got 3 minutes 33, so do I break the 7? Yeah, maybe I just break the 7. Do I break the 7? No, I think I break the 6. The 8. And I can break the 8 and the 7, which is probably reasonable. I don't want to give him a double 5. Let's see if he doesn't come in now. Okay. I just didn't know what to do there. 4-3. I can break now, give him 5-4. Seems sensible, right? Too much linking. Problem is now I've got my 7 point. I don't love that. I don't love having the 7 point. Now I can play 9 to 7, then I can play 7 to 1, so I don't overload my 7 point. But then I might not get home. My configuration is adequate. I'd like to roll a 4, that's for sure. Okay, that's adequate. See, with the 5 and 2, not having the ace point is a big liability for him. So this is effectively forced, and by the time he gets his shot, he hasn't got a ward. So 3 is going to play to the 3 point, and 4 is going to take a man off, so it makes sense to me to play 1 off. Okay, 2 off. Okay, the inner gap, 2. 6-4 is not okay, he shouldn't redouble, he missed. Okay, that's good for me, because I want to not roll a double 4 or double 1 and get this over with, so I don't lose any rating points. And are we going to analyze it on XG? So he should keep these anchors, I think, if he can, but he can't, can he? Okay, double 2, there we go, now we get hit. Of course. Still shouldn't double. Like, he's not even... So any guesses as to my PR? This, like a 4 point, that's tired 4.8, missed something, made a huge blunder. Not playing very well at the moment. Thank you, Max, thank you for the game, I got really lucky, actually. Jesus Christ. A 1.3. Sammy, what did I do? Well, at least I won. Let's have a look. 4.3. Right, so we're going to look at it in XG. Where is XG? What do we want? Nope. Give me 1 second. Yeah, he played super well. He played super well. If you guys give me a sec, I'll get XG running somehow. Hold on one sec while I do it. It won't take too long, I promise. Okay, just opening up now. 4.3 is a disgusting PR. Disgusting. But we'll just see whether or not I made some good decisions. I had some difficult stuff, lots of difficult stuff here. Lots of difficult stuff. So, can we... here we go. Look at this. Things are working. Alright, so I'm going to have to do a fast analysis first. I'm on the bottom. So this 5-1, nothing happened so much here. So the first decision, and I talked about hitting on the 2-point, and it's reasonable to think about hitting on the 2-point. In fact, it's a little better on 3-ply is this. Anyway, that's fine. We can live with that. So the 6-5, what happened here? 6-5 I fanned. Don't think he should have cubed here. I think this was not or where you guys were thinking he should cube. Obviously he shouldn't cube there. This I thought he should. I think this is where you guys thought he should cube. Well, it's borderline, so you're kind of right. And then, yeah, this was a big pass. So it's no surprise that it's a pass from the standpoint that most of you said it was a pass. But I still feel that there was something takeable in this. Yeah, okay, but there isn't anything. I won't bore you with. So 2-1 I had to hit. Then there's the 6-3. I should have just made the anchor. Okay. Okay, that's two biggies. Oh no, the 2-1 I didn't have to hit. I could have played 23-22 8-6. Just making the anchor. Okay, now it seems reasonable. Had to make the 10-point here. What did we have here? Yeah, Max should have come out, so I called this one. You know, even if he played a 0.9, he still didn't get this one right, did he? 2-5 had to hit, so these were no-brainers, right? What's this? Computer prefers to stay back on the 23-point. I'm not sure why. Yeah, Max Urban. Well, I mean, let's not. Again, we gotta. He did play really well, but everything depends on the difficulty of the decisions. It sounds like sour grapes, but it probably, yeah. He definitely cubed at the right time here, right? Whereas you guys were thinking about cubing here, which would have been a small no double according to. Plus, then what do we have? 2014, small mistake, should have gone to the ace. This 4-2, he had nothing else, okay. Then he should have actually lifted the 8, according to 4-ply. And then I just, double six is such a game changer, so huge, and it was like looking good. I had a closed board. If I hit a shot, then I win. Okay, so that was bad. That was bad by me. Aces, double two, double three. Casper wanted to cube here. I don't like the cube here. Not there, don't worry about that. I don't like the cube here. Okay, it's reasonable. So you're kind of right. Double one, it's equal between hitting on the 4 point and switching. Like, I just don't see how it can be viable to switch. Not to switch. As in, I just don't want to leave a shot. 5-2, okay. Again, you see in-depth observation. I wasn't sort of saying that it was right or wrong to play off the 22 point. I just didn't foresee the consequences of doing so, that I left my position, which is often what happens when you leave an anchor. Obviously, you have to clean up, and I just wasn't seeing what was going to happen. Is this my B or C game? Yeah, maybe that's a bit. I mean, everyone has times when they just see it clearly. But actually, no, maybe not. Maybe this is my A game, because I just don't. I would make that mistake with the cube and the 3-2. Maybe not the 3-2, but the cube I would get wrong every time, because I just don't understand it. I just don't see it. But all these plays were okay. It's questioning making the 9, but it's not going to be a big deal. The technique for the 3-away game is going to be interesting. So 8-7 is wrong by a little bit here, but this was a kind of experimental play. I'm not saying I didn't think it was right, I kind of did, but... And then we had this 6-5 from the boss, so 5-1, yeah, he played a little bit too big here. No, he didn't. Okay, yeah, he can't pick any of those checkers up, because playing 2-1 is too destructive to your position. Yeah, okay, this is the one. So if I hit, I win 8% more gammons. Again, I could never give this one too much thought, because it's a distinct, you just have to calculate it, and I couldn't really be bothered. I don't think I would have got the right answer anyway. And another thing was, I was seduced by the idea of him breaking the 23 point. But what you have to see is that he doesn't always roll sixes. Well, he does though, actually. I'm not sure why this is so wrong. But yeah, getting a 5th man back, he's got no board, he's still screwed, that's obvious. But like I say with my students, you know, it's easy to say, if the computer said something else, I'd be justifying the other move. So best here is to stay back with the not play up to the 19. Although it's a small error, it's still the idea. All the top players have bar 20 as their consistent factor, and it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, so kind of still, when I look through the game, I'm kind of fairly happy with how I played. It's just the PR as the actual figure. So 6-3, 6-1, 5-6 obvious, just playing safe. 6-1, so these are new, this, yeah, and then this is a big pass. So I got one back over Jeffy. And then the 3-2 is just 2 down. Okay, fine. And then that was nothing to even think about. And then, yeah, probably cubing too early. So let's have a look. So 4-6, 3-2 hitting, then he should just play 6-5 here. And I guess a player of his caliber, he was obviously considering it. And then 6-2 is not the booby prize. It's a little bit better than his play. And then I should hit, but it's not big. Okay. So the factors of the two basic opposing factors of keeping up your race lead versus, you know, stopping him from anchoring and making a further point on board yourself are quite neatly opposed here. And then I thought he should make the 3-point. I was totally wrong about that. And then yeah, this was one I got wrong. Just make the 8. No. You should just make the ace. So we all got this wrong, really. We all got seduced by making the 3, which is, this is the play that makes the 3. I'd be kind of happy with that. It's difficult to make the ace when you leave 3 checkers on the 6 and 4 on the 8. So it's going to be difficult to... My super gut instinct is just to make the ace here, but now as I'm getting a bit better, just to try and reason it out, and hopefully I'll start to understand why you need to make the ace. I mean, it's obvious to say, you just don't get hit back. So getting hit back is bad. And then I doubled, and it's just... It's a small error, but it's just not right. It's just, there's no... So I was trying to justify it on the basis that maybe the market losing sequences are not clearly in the next 2 rolls, but they happen after that. But I think that's just something I made up, and it's complete horseshit. So, yeah. It was really difficult for me, having given away the cube. Okay, I got these plays right. These are nice to your instinct gets you these plays. Well, obviously not the 5-4, there's nothing you can do. So here he should have made the 5-point, but no, he shouldn't. It's close, it's close. And then he had to hit, then I had to hit, and I had some just really tricky... Not that, that was easy. Hitting on the ace point, of course. Now, here we go. Where do you break and how? These are the plays that deserve the most attention, for sure. Computer likes 8-6. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I was thinking of breaking here, and then I sort of dismissed it and said, oh, we just need to wait to see if he comes in. Okay, so you break even though he might come in now, with both. Unlikely, but he'll come in with 1 maybe. Then the computer likes, yeah, breaking the 8 and the 7. So going for it. Which makes sense, but I was just like scared basically. And it's close. Then I volunteered to try and break the 9, but maybe you just don't need to break the 9 too much. But I don't play. But the alternative, the computer likes 8-4, 6-3. Okay. And here I considered 9-1, but I didn't really consider 9-3, 6-4. So that was forced. The 6-2 was forced. 4-1 was not forced, but it doesn't matter what you do. Okay. And then everything was forced. Okay, so I played a decent match. I just took a bad cue, but my plays were decent. It often happens that if you get lucky, you get lots of decisions, and they can be tough. Let's go back to a few here. this. Let's go back. What did we have before we sign off? Okay, this 1-6 gets bigger. Who knows this 1-6? Even though he's got the 4 point, you just stop him from making the 5 with 6-2 and 5-3. I have a real hard time with these ones. I just like to come out and not get men sent back. So his 2-6, he would have, if I'd have hit him on the 2 point, he would have hit, but he wouldn't have made the ace point. It's like, it's very difficult, I think. Well, maybe it's just if you're so fixated on not getting men sent back that, yeah, it's very difficult to make the hitting play there. So that's a big one for me. I just like to get my men safe. Oh yeah, there's 5-1, but it was kind of obvious for all you amazing players in the chat. And then this, and then like he makes the bar. I can see that it's such a great sequence, but you could see how sure I was. Okay, on plus it gets to a smaller. It's a smaller pass, I think, than on 4-ply. Then I should make the anchor. Yeah, this one I considered and figured that you couldn't hold the prime, but I'm wrong. I won't look at that now. And then I just had sort of these kind of bogus plays where you're screwed and you're never going to make a bad play, but you put yourself in such a bad position. Martin says he often doesn't hit, he finds the position, he often doesn't notice them. Yeah, Christian, 6-2, 6-3, no, 6-3, yeah, 6-3, 2-1, yes. Yes. Double 4 will still make it. Yeah. That's the idea, right? I believe that's the idea. I hate it though. I absolutely hate it. Should we go for one more match? Christian? I changed my mind. I need to redeem myself. Oh! If you'll give me 2 seconds to go to the toilet, then we can play. I don't think you're going to be able to outplay Maxi. I'll be back in 1 sec. Cristiano Cristianso. Okay, I'm gonna quit this. I'm about to make my table. We're gonna have to cancel this because it will slow it down. And look, we're gonna play Christian. Christian is a grandmaster, and he's an amazing player. I'm so tired. Oh. Okay, let's go. How do I refresh? Don't you dare go any. This is going to be an amazing match. I'm going to redeem myself. Yeah, I know Risty. I've known Risty for... I know Risty. Alright, let's go. So I was good for time. GM, good match, Christian. I was really good for time. So 6-3-5-3. What have I learned from the previous match? Not that much, just about hitting on the 2-point. But I don't know if I've actually... We've got XG. Thank you very much for that. Why have we still got XG? Hold on, Christian. There we go. Yeah. What did he roll? 6, 5-1. 5-1 would have made the 5? Okay, no. Did he roll 5-1? Maybe. Would I make the 18? Okay, so anyway, 5-1 myself. So I like an extra checker on the 8, that's for sure. Can come to the 18, but I don't think it's that necessary. And I've tended to not split. I usually always split, and then I got into this thing where I didn't split. But I think because he's got the 18 point, I need to split, even though I'm a little bit behind in the race. So 5-3 is going to make the 5. 6-4 is definitely possible to run with. Making the 2-point is an improvement though. Is there a high bid play just to consider something like 18 and 4? I don't think so. If you're going to run, you're going to run for it all the way. So if I run all the way, I'm going to be a pip up, which isn't enough, and I don't really. I'm safer by staying back, and I've got some chances of coming out. Question is, if I stay back, do I not get that sort of distraction value by making him hit me on the 2-point? Well, on the 11-point. And the answer to that is probably not really, because he doesn't have that many rolls that improve. So for me, it's a clear making the 2-point. Okay, double 5, similar to Max's double 5, where he just needs to make sure that he has a cube. And now, yeah, we did learn with the double 5 that we're going to hit on the ace and not leave shots and leave an ugly structure. So what I like is going to the mid, and I guess Christian likes that too, and then he's just thinking about whether he should point on the ace, and it seems that he should. If he double points, if he gets seduced into the double point, then there are arguably more sequences whereby I can take, but you've got to count them. So I can take with certainly any 2, and then any 4 is questionable. We're going to have to decide. Just looking at it now, it seems like any 4 is a pass, and so therefore Christian should have been seeing that if he makes the other play, that fewer than 11 rolls would prevent him from having a double. And now, like, the advantage of this, I don't know whether it was right or not. I think I wouldn't have gone for it, but it seems right, maybe, because 4-point ball versus 3 is that now it's a play on. He gets play on equity, or if it's not a play on, it's close. But then before I keep going on, quickly go on about play-ons, at this score, winning 2 points on a 1 cube, winning an extra point on 1 cube doesn't really gain you that much. So having that value of maybe being able to play on, see, Christian, he doesn't realise that. Of course, we know he's good. He's a great player. So really, if the thought process is clear, we should be knowing before whether or not the play-ons are going to serve us well, and that's going to impact our play of the double 5. Doesn't mean that we're not going to make this play. So yeah, play-ons are something that I learned from my good friend Sebastian. Is often the gammon value really makes a difference as to whether you're going to play on or not in match backgammon. So 3-1-5-4, and I learnt this from John Barnes. This is the worst sequence. I kind of knew this, but his nickname on Heroes is Johnny B 3-1-5-4, and I asked him what the 3-1-5-4 meant, and it's after this sequence that is the worst sequence for blue. Didn't like my 5-5. Okay, big overshoot when you fan. Okay, I wasn't saying it's a... Yeah, okay, maybe that is what I was saying, it's an overshoot. Okay, with the 3-1 I'm gonna... But it still might be right, Christian and everyone else, with the 5-5, if it leads to more sequences that are a double pass than the other play. And I'm just not quick enough to see it. I can't remember the position. Anyway, what did he... I didn't see what he rolled, but I'm 1-0 down. I don't think I can double. Like, I've got some stuff, but you know, I've only got a 2-point board. Just having a look, just getting myself used to what's going on. And now this is like another one where I don't want to play 5-1, but he's got 2 blocks lying about. And then what you have to do is consider how his dice rolls are going to play if you don't hit. Are his numbers in some way duplicated if you don't hit? So for example, like 5-4 will make the 4-point, but it doesn't seem to be duplicated in any other way across the board. Like 6-3 is going to hit my checker on the 15-point. 3-3 is slightly duplicated. I guess he will make both points, or not, I don't know. It really looks like I'm going to be goaded into this hitting play. If I can just do this and not split, right? Now, I didn't even see this. Now I leave some, maybe a little bit more duplication. 5-3 is duplicated. 6-2 is not really duplicated. Those are the numbers that hit me on my 9-point or his 16-point. But what this play says is it probably allows him to make a point and is hopefully saying that I'm going to improve more than he is. But is that really the case? And if it's not the case, then I shouldn't do it. I should try and stop him from improving. For example, if I hit on the ace point and he rolls a 4-1, I think it's better for me, otherwise he would have made the 5-point. So I'm really confused about this one. I think my instinct play would just be to split, but I think my logic play is that this is better than splitting, this play here. But I'm going to do this ugly... Ellie, I hope you're pronouncing it. That's such a nice thing to say. My pleasure. I haven't done a video in a while. So he fanned. I have to really think about cubing here. Seeing that even if I cover, he's not dead. The score isn't that much in my favour, as in it's not arguing that much for a double. If I cover, like I said, he can just come in. And I only cover with 15 fours, 6-1 and 5-2, 19, plus 3-3, 6-3, it's 22. Could be a double. But covering and then coming in, is that going to be a pass? I don't think so. I don't think so. And what about then we have numbers like, the only real good numbers are like things like that hit and cover. That's only 2-2, 2-2 and 2-4, and 4 hits and covers. 6. So 2-2, 4, 4-2, 6. That's 5 numbers. 3-3, Okay, no, it's not enough. If it's like 5 or 6 numbers, I don't think it's enough, right? So I'm just gonna roll. The 2 I have to hit, and then I have to try and cover the ace point. So I play 10 to 7, right? And now again awkward, like he comes in with 1, it's a much easier decision, but now Casper says cubed, but Casper's an early cuber for sure. Just says cube, take. So now I've got 5, 1, 4, 2, hit and cover. How strong are those? This looks stronger in a way, because if I roll something like 5, 2 hits and covers, make it, yeah, it could be a small double. Feels like it. I don't want to think too much about it. Ellie or Eli says cube. Ellie, I'm guessing it's Ellie. Okay, so easy decision for Christian. And now I can make the 20, which I'm not going to do. I mean, what would I really play here? I mean, I really want to make the ace and hit, but I can't, so I'm just going to have to make the bar and duplicate his 1 to some extent that he needs to make the 22. In any case, I can hit, of course, but then that leaves a bunch of shots, so I don't think that can be right. So 4, 3, something like this. Len is here. Len likes the cube. I think it seems reasonable to keep here. I think it seems reasonable not to hit. So 5-1, maybe Christian has to he has to think hard about this. So he can play 6 to 5, 6 to 1, hitting twice. So the way I kind of go for things is I look for the problems. I look at the moves that come to mind and I look for problems with them. So one of the problems with making the 22 is there's a few problems. You get primed. Yeah, you get primed. I don't think I would have done that. You get primed and then you have to leave a shot anyway. So of course I'm going to make the 20 and then the 1 is forced. Okay, I'm surprised at that 5-1, maybe just more surprised at the speed with which it was executed. I think Christian's now seeing that he can make the 4 point and slot the 3, but my instinct is just to make the 10 point there. Again, difficult. I would have taken some time, and again, instinct more than anything is saying that I want to cover, and then it seems natural but not necessarily right to leave the blot on the 7 point, noting that 4-3 and 4-5 are the ones that do you harm. So if I don't keep the checker on the 7 point, I might have a little bit of trouble getting my men home, and my race lead isn't that great. I don't think I'm racing so much, but I'm far from sure about this play. We can go back and look at the 5-3. We could play 13-5. Why is that wrong? Because we're still going to have pressure on us to make the 4 point. Okay, I'm going to go for this. And 4-6. I'm imagining it's not a hit, but Casper makes CMC's play. So Casper's against me. I can see everything I do, he doesn't do. What? They've got these weird double threes. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. That's for and then don't need to play 13-7 too quickly. Is there any reason to play 8-5? I don't think so. Don't want to get hit with a 6-1. I'm not sure about that one. I curtailed my thought process. Okay, seems right to do that. seems right to make the ace, because I might get shots now, right? If he rolls something like a 5-1, he's going to play from the mid, and then I get indirect, so the sensible thing, that 4-1 as well, he'll play 13-8. 2-1, I don't leave the anchor, I don't see any reason why you would. And because Christian doesn't want to make it easy for me, I think he has to play 8-2. Now I can leave the anchor because I can dupe the threes, and it's really important that if you're leaving the anchor you don't give your opponent too many good numbers. If I stay and if I clear the 8 point, what's going to happen? I'm going to have to go next time or clear the 7 point. So leave the anchor. 1 minute, I'll let my... Okay, yeah, I'll let Christian's clock run because it seems more sensible. Because he's going to have plenty of time. Yeah, again, something to think about here. Do you keep the anchor and okay, cube action? Seems like an easy take. Okay, he didn't stop and think too much. I guess it's senseless to redouble with leaving 1-0, killing a lot of his gammons. I've made that mistake a few times. So 4 is 4, 3 is out. So still can't get a direct shot for the 3-6 or the 2-6. But now I can, and I think it's probably better to do that than to stay. So 2-1 and 3-1, shots that might 3-4 and 2-4 would leave shots. I think it's more important to not only you coming round when you come out, but you do get the shot on the 2-6 and the 3-6. So I'm going to come out. Just seems better because you want to come round. So 5-3, I can't get both of them. I can not leave shots, but then he comes out with a 6. So I'm going to leave a 6-4. 6-2 minimum shots, double 3 misses, but brings them in. And the race is kind of close. Do I want to give him a double 5? But if he leaves the anchor with a 5, I think I have just slightly more stuff on him if I clear. But then 6-5 will just come out. And this is... I'm not even sure if I have more builders and stuff because I can just pick and pass with this. So without knowing, worked out. But now this is really difficult. So, okay, I can just make the 2 point and not hit. Is there any way of hitting and not leaving 2 blots? It just seems too much to leave 2 blots. There is this play though. Leave it keeping the 5 prime. I could never make a play like this. I mean, I could not be sure that it's not right. What's going on? Should we go for this? Comes in with a 2. You're not delighted. Okay, so how bad is it just to let him roll a 6? Quite bad. And then what's the follow-up? I'm still going to want to hit. Okay, I don't know. Maybe Christian will comment. Now I don't think I need to make the 3 points too big. So now I just bring them in. Christian, what were you... Ah, okay, Christian plays that with a 3-2. Okay, that's nice to hear that. I mean, even if it's wrong, it's a nice thing to say, because he doesn't need to be nice, he could just... Okay, the race is close. I don't know, even with Christian agreeing, I'm not 100% sure. What do you guys do with the 3-2? One. The thing is, I definitely play better without thinking too much. My thinking play would my non-thinking play would never have been that. I don't think my non-thinking play. Yeah. Okay, 2-1. 6-1, 6-3 of course has to run, not great. 6-2 I believe has to split and come down. 4-2 I think he has to make the 11, right? Maybe not. 6 away, 5 away. Okay, I have to hit. And then double 5 and 4-6 versus 5-4. I don't know what's right here, but hitting for sure. Here's another hitting on the ace play, which I'm so uncomfortable with. Can we do the not hitting on the ace? Yes, we can, certainly. It's feasible. Duplicates a 3. So he doesn't have all that much. If I don't hit, I'm not really cutting down on so many of his rolls. His 3s are really duplicated. So this makes some sense. And then some other things are not that duplicated. So he's going to have a 6-4 that will make the 9 point. I'm going to go for this just to see. I like it as well. But I'm going to just speed up a little bit. Maybe talk about it in the analysis. 5-1, of course he's going to hit twice. And then there's going to be cube action, depending on what I roll. Or there might be cube action. Okay, so this is an easy cube. And probably a take that I have to take. So 6s and 4s are going to cover and 3s are going to hit. Again, you can see I like taking. So 6 away, 5 away. So not such a dynamic score for him. So let's go through some of the dice rolls. Like 2-1, like he hits, but he's only got a 2-point board. The dice roll, let's go through the dice rolls that really wipe me out. Double 6. Double 6, and even then I have an out. Double 6, 5-1. 3-4, 3-6. That's 7 of them. I mean, again, this is obviously a completely different position to the prime one. I'm guessing people will be more comfortable taking this, but you know, he might not even cover. or like 6-1. So I'm going to take even at this score. Just see what happens. I mean, like, just what I try and do is really focus on the next roll, just to really focus my mind. So he does roll double 2 is a good roll for him, and I still have some chance here. Like I can roll like a 5-3 and just come in and make the 4 point, or like that, just anchor. It's not friendly, but it's okay. It's kind of ugly in the way that it's a difficult role to play. I think I have to anchor. I mean, now after that sequence, I'm not sure what was going on in the position, but if I play with 1, what do I do with the 5? It doesn't make sense to strip the 7 point even more, so I just have to hit. Casper takes, yay! So a little bit tricky cube decision. Hopefully we thought it out properly. 1-5 was kind of forced, I guess. I don't know what else you're going to do. This is a little bit tricky. I don't think you can split. Can make the ace. This is certainly a little bit tricky. Problem is, if you don't like to stay back because you're going to get primed. We're running out play, but splitting is you're outboarded and you're trailing in the match. So I would then dismiss splitting and consider 13-11. But I just don't think you want to give. Some of his ones are going to make stuff like 6-1, 4-1, but some of them are not. So I'm just going to. 6-4 was my play. So we're all sure that we're taking on that, and with this 3-2, I have to say I'm more in sync with Christian's plays than Max's, whatever that, or for what that's worth. I'm not really sure. I couldn't predict what Max was going to play. Maybe it's because I played Christian before. Okay, he didn't come up. I forgot what the starting position was, but again, we're primed, but we don't want to split. We can't split. We want to make the ace, but if we make the ace, then we have to leave a shot. So we have to come down, and the timing is really against us, so it's looking nasty. 3-5 clarifies it all, really. Shouldn't get gammoned. So I had a nasty little run of dice rolls there, uncomfortable. Didn't really know what I was doing. And again, 3-1, like, I don't really want to come in on the 22. I mean, I do and I don't. I don't want to be primed, but I'm going to have blocks in board. I think I do need to slot though now, just to try and build the board. Because if he doesn't hit, at least I can improve the board. I think he will hit. Maybe this was inaccurate. Again, silly play, not a big deal, but stupid. If it's such a clear hit, which I believe it is, and it is a clear hit because of the 2 blots, then it didn't make sense to slot. So difficult. I think if Christian's confusing himself here, I mean, the simple thing is if he doesn't hit, I can just make the anchor on the 22 point. Plus I can make the anchor on the 20 and on the 18. Obviously if he hits, I can still make the anchor on the 20 point, but there are fewer numbers. I won't be able to make the anchor on the 18 if he hits. So yeah, I think he confused himself with this play. I don't see any merit. Now I think again I have to I have to slot now, but for different reasons. Now I've got the 3-point. It's because my board is really starting to take shape. There's more of an objective or a premium on making the 5-point. Okay, that's clear now. Of course, he's not going to hit. And now I just make points. Again, for slightly different reasons, he should hit, make the point. Really trying to get into a situation where when I think about the moves, I don't actually start making worse decisions than when I just play what my instinct is, because the only way you improve is by, if my instinct is playing a 3.8, whatever it is, then the instinct is not going to be good enough to get better, and I want to get better. I'm sure I can. Now, having said that, it's not a bad place to be in when you play speed pretty well. It's a good start. Okay, again, I suppose that's consistent with his previous. I think he's overthinking, or his thinking is not. Like I said, he's thinking himself into a mistake, which is, you know, what I might have done with all of those plays with the 3-2. 4-1, I think he just breaks the 8, so he needs maximum builders for the 4-point. Breaks the 9, something like that. Yeah. Ace. But now my 5s are not killed, but I think it's more important to, I'm not sure, it's quite important to make the deuce. Could roll a 3. Okay. I think I stay one more roll, because going makes his small numbers good, which is even worse than making his big numbers good, because big numbers are going to bear off. I'm going to consist of big doubles. So he's got 9 checkers. I don't think there's much merit to staying here. Do I get a crossover? I'm not sure if I do. I'm not sure. I'm going to just end the thought. Ay, ay, ay. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a double 3. Seems like the best I can do. Okay, yeah, questionable plays by Christian there. I think he over. But now he's 4 away, I'm 5 away. 6-2, double 4. Makes the 11. Makes the. So all forced plays. So this puts me at an advantage. But 5 away, 4 away, my doubling point is. Is not so low, because 1 point, 2 points are not that much more valuable to me than 1 point. It's the 4 points that are valuable. But when my opponent takes, he gets like almost as much gammon value out of a 2 cube as I get. And this is a two-way gammonish position in that he's winning gammons as well as me. So I don't think this is quite a cube yet. Plus, look at the position. not so much of a favourite to improve this structure. 5-1, I think I just have to give him the 6-2 and the 3-5 to try and improve. Okay, so now this is going to be an easy game, really, for both of us to play. Although there might be some tricky anchor leaving decisions at some point, because I'm 6 pips up. 4-2 is kind of obvious. 3-3, he will make the 10 point. I don't know, the 3, maybe I want to make the 2. The race is kind of important, but I don't think he's just going to win this game by racing. Or me, I should say, I don't think it's just me that's going to, I'm only going to win this game by racing. I'm going to win this game by hitting a shot as well. And now I'm just considering where, I don't know about that 3, when and where he should cube. So certainly if the cube was, if he gets to a position where the cube is dead, which it isn't here, then his doubling point is low, quite low, but where I've got recubes and his take point on a recube is really high, I guess that his doubling point when there are no gammons is in a scenario where my cube is quite live. His doubling point is relatively high. Now he's probably lost his market, but 13. It's a very easy cube. So just like if I pass, I put him 3 away as opposed to 2 away. So shall I do a quick match equity calculation? Let's see if I can do this. So if I pass, it'll be 4-2, 5 away, 3 away, and I'll have 36. So I can have 36% by passing, but if I take and lose, I will have 25. But if I take and win, I will have 57. So I'm risking 11 to gain 32. 11 over 11 plus 32, 11 over 43 is roughly 25%. And 25% is quite high, which I've got nowhere near that here. That's my dead cube take point, but then I've got live, my cube is live, but still I don't think there's much liveness to this cube. Like, what's going to happen? Either I hit a shot and it's going to be, I don't get much value from my cube because he's just going to pass, or I just get no recubes in. He just rolls like 4-4, 6-6, just clears the points. So seeing that I don't get that much value from my cube, this has got to be a pass. It's a lengthy thought process for an obvious decision, right? So 3 away, 5 away. Was hoping for a take. No, I was never taking that. Never taking that. 1, 2, 3, and then I guess this is the natural play, right? But I don't know. Getting an extra checker on the 7, but giving him a very powerful 4-4. 4-1. So splitting seems natural. I don't know whether it's right. Can't cube. Fanning is unusual. So he's got to make the 2 point, because otherwise he'd have to slot the 2. That doesn't make sense. Got to be a big pass, but just talking it through, right? No harm in that. Okay, so we're in, and now doesn't seem sensible to slot the 4 point, giving him an even more powerful 3 than he has now. Okay, yeah, I didn't see it. Don't know why I didn't see that play. That seems sensible. I haven't got really that much here at all, but just looking. 70 pips down. If I make the ace, then he can just still come up on a higher point. It really only works if he fans. It could come out and hit loose, but that doesn't make sense. We don't like to leave shots. So if I come to the 10 point, I let him, well, hit me with a 4-5 or 6-3, but then he can also get the guy on the 14 safe, but they're duplicated. Well, it gives him a 6-4 actually to get those two guys, solve all his problems. So maybe I have to hit him here. Things like 4-3. If I hit him 4-3 is not as good as it would be. Okay, alright. I wasn't going to play this, but now I'm a little bit worried about the twos, like any two now. So he's got 7 twos that are going to hit me loose. Actually, I'm not sure about this. So even if he rolls a 4-3, I can improve my forward structure. And now if I do this 3-6, 5-4, it's still okay for him. They just come out. Okay, I like the way I thought about it, but I haven't, that's one of those where my thought hasn't led me to any reasonable conclusion. Because I can see things I like and dislike in both aspects. And what is he trying to do here? Like, there's all sorts of things that are going on here. He really wants to unstack and he wants to come out, but he doesn't want to get under the gun. He doesn't want to be hit. And then he's got to notice that if he comes to here, if he comes to the, can you see my arrows, guys? No. If he comes to the 14 and I roll a 4, I'm not going to hit him. 1 point was clear, says Dejean. Okay, what would you guys have played with the 6-5? Okay, so still nothing, right? Still nothing. Ooh. Still nothing. 5-3 is a good roll. Going to make the 5 and then consider my options. Okay, this is probably a reasonable cube, but an easy take. Again, easy decision, I think, for Christian. And maybe not such a... Okay, 6-4, yeah, easy take, good take. 6-4 seems forced. 3-1 is one of his best, maybe his best. 4-2 is like my second best. 6-5, now I do have to point. The alternative is just to stack on the deuce or leave shots. Seems obvious, right? But just checking. Casper would have made the ace. Now I think I have to go for it. You do have to go for it generally when the guy's on the bar, right? Leaving 3-5 and 3-6. Oops. Fan coming. No. And do I split here? I don't think so. Threes are good anyway, so if I make the 8 point, 6-1, 6-2 will get the guy safe. 6-3 he's going to hit loose. 6-4 is not. 6-4 and 6-5 are not so great. And then 3-2, double 3, but 4s, if I don't hit, like 4-1, are not so good. And the 5s are not so good either, whereas if I hit, the 5s become really good. So I guess I'm not going to hit. Just let him do his stuff. Aye, aye, aye. Would you guys have hit there? So he doesn't have to hit, of course, and he won't. Oh no, yeah. And now the race is close, so I think I have to come out and not get messed about with on small numbers. I'm annoyed with that. Maybe I should have hit. No one is offering an opinion. It seemed wrong. It just seemed wrong. Like 4s and 5s, double 6 is such a 6-3 to the 4, 5 to 3. Lewis would make the 8. Casper always knows the right plays, but I've never seen. Don't even think he has a human face. Guess you're right, Casper. No, I'm just annoyed. Yeah. Okay, it would have been all over if I'd have hit. Now, no banana split, but fine, Martin. Martin says no banana split. Now I'm going to get cubed out. Fine is not good enough. In BG 3-2, probably just keep me in it, or not. So I can't actually get to win the game if you read. Oh yeah, I can. Of course I can. The take point is 15%, which is low, so definitely going to think about taking this. And with the gap on the 4 point, I don't think I'm even going to think it's an easy take. Just checking that it is 5 away, 1 away if I pass. Which is like 16, 15.8. Cubing is obviously reasonable. 8 checkers versus 3, 5, 7, 8. Yeah, give them an extra. Not sure. I don't know. I'm just going to take. I don't know. It could be a pass. Make sure I recube. It doesn't look good when he takes 2 checkers off though. It doesn't look good. I'll take anything but a 4. I haven't played a 4. 4-3, okay. As in PR. I guess I go for a better double 5. Double 4 I can't do anything about. I don't think that was much of a decision. Okay, 6. 1. GKF says redouble at the score. What can I do? Anything fancy? Okay, well done, Christian. Phew! Redeem myself. I don't feel I deserve it. Well played, Christian. Unlucky. What is that? Okay, let's have a look at the match. I feel a 2.4 with low confidence. A low confidence 2.4. I'll take it. Hopefully I made the right decisions. Thank you, Christian, for save this one. For being kind and saying I made the right plays. That always helps. A low confidence 2.4. It should be LC 2.42. Here we go. It's opening out. Yeah. Can you guys see? Casper Casper, the invisible Casper. Oh, that's why you're Casper. You're the friendly, the invisible ghost. Okay, so Snua, Risty. Let's do fast. So 6-3, and then we had 5-3 forced. And he outplayed me on the. Okay, so on the higher analysis. He rolled a 4-2. Fine, makes sense. 5-1. Let's have a look. We got a lot of interesting decisions here. 6-2 was good on 2-ply, whatever it is, and then yeah, his play was right. So it's just about on how many sequences. For me, anyway, I'm not sure this is. I cannot be sure this is right. This is not verified fact. But if he has got the same or more sequences after which he has a double take after he plays his double 5 his way than any other way, then it makes sense to make his double 5 play. And not only that, there might be sequences in which after which he wins more gammons his way after a proper double take. In other words, the question is, how many times does he get to a double take, double pass situation that after either play? Anyway, so the computer says that he wins 65% games, 28% gammons after his play, but 70% wins after 18-8. But that's a difficult figure to like go with. Really, I think you're still looking at the sequences. Well, an efficient cube. What do we mean? What do we mean by that? Is that what I'm talking about when we're saying you at least want to not be able to lose your cube? So if you make your play, if Christian makes his play here, and I roll a 2, any form, then he doesn't have a cube anymore. But here, that's so that 11 numbers where he doesn't have a cube. But here, after this play, after which sequences will he not be able to cube? After 6-5, probably. And then I don't see any others. So on first glance, if you're using the metric which says that I want to have as many cubable sequences after the play, then you would go for 18-8 too, but the computer confirms that it's not actually the right play. It's just equal. So perhaps you want to not only get a double take, you want to get a double pass. So 8-3-6-1 gets a double pass on 25 rolls. Let me just pull those. I don't know if you'll be able to see the dice distribution window. You won't be able to see it. But what I wanted to show you guys is that after, you'll see that if certainly with we can analyze the hitting play quite easily. That after, let me pull this up somewhere. Let me see if I can get this for you. I don't know if I'll be able to. Okay, never mind. Let's go back to XG. What I'm looking at is a dice distribution which shows that after about 26 numbers it's a double pass for 8-3-6-1 twice. That almost after every situation when he plays 18-8-2, it's not a pass. So you're basically trading off some pass equity to make sure that you get always get your double take, and that's why it's a difficult decision. So to repeat, 18-8-2 maintains double takes on almost every single situation, and hitting 8-3-6-1, putting one in the air, gets a double pass on all scenarios apart from those where I roll a 2. Alright. My PR's coming back. So 3-1. I had some little tricky ones. So I'm behind, so I roll a 3-1. And then I didn't see Christian's play here. So he should have made the 9 point. Again, the value of making the 9 point, the 10 point, the 11 point is so great that you're happy to leave your checker on the 18 point. And then, this is where my experimental play is going to get screwed. Didn't like my play, so I'm guessing just to play 13, 8, 10, 9. Here, you guys were right. This was a small cube, so good one, Casper. And then when I doubled, it wasn't a double, so this is terrible. So more of a cube now, and then I double when he comes in. This is senseless. The 4-3 hitting was reasonable, so I got this wrong again. I mean, I got the right play, but I thought the hitting was wrong. Yes, Christian wants to see how the cube. And yeah, I was about to say, I didn't, it's nowhere near too good. And that makes sense because the value of winning a gammon at this score is relatively low. But if this was a different score, then you could happily play on. So the confusion can slightly be allayed by being clear about what scenarios the different two plays lead to. Like I said, one leads to a fixed number of double passes, the other one leads to a fixed number of double takes. Fewer double passes, obviously, you trade off more. You trade off double passes for double takes. As in, you sacrifice 11 double passes with the quiet double 5 to get to 34 double takes, or whatever it is. Okay. I questioned this play from Christian, as in, I thought maybe you had to do something dynamic here, but it's right to just make the 22. I'm not really sure why. 4-1, 5-3, I left the shot. He should have hit with the 6-4. This is like, I mean, I would never have done it. Double 3, I just made the point, and 5-1, 2-1. So not here. This 3-2 is close between leaving the anchor and not amazing. And then of course he shouldn't re-cube here. Even I realised that. Double 3, 5-2. Here we go with the 3-2, and so this is one where I'm thinking I got the right play, which is really nice when you think about something, and you know, you get it right. So the normal play, I guess, would have been 8-3, and then I might have ruled it out and played behind. But I saw that he had a blocking board, and just don't want him to roll a 6. But we're going to see that the banana split play is going to be wrong. We know that because I've already made my big mistakes. But Christian did outplay me. 6-2, fine. 3-1, I hit. I didn't know what to do with the 1. And then another one. Now I should hit on the ace point, and I didn't. So this is the one I struggled with the most. So it just came up. I played 2.64. Christian played 2.4. This is the one I struggled with the most. And then easy take. Okay, at least I thought about it. I got to it, and then. I didn't see this play at all. I didn't see hitting and covering it, and I would have made it. So another oversight. I tend to make oversights when I stream. I don't know why. 3-1, you can slot or not, it doesn't matter too much. And then I would have hit here. I was really surprised by this, and it's only a small mistake not to hit. Okay, then I was telling Christian he should make the 3-point, but I guess he doesn't need to leave shots, and actually I'm not sure why this is so bad. I'm surprised. Yeah, I think I might have made the 3-point here. Yeah, I missed it, Christian. Double one, and then nothing's happening here, we're forced. It's red because the blunder settings are low, that's how we like it. So here I should come out, even though I give you good numbers. Okay, I'm not going to linger too much on that one. Double four, 5-2. So yeah, not cubing after this one. Like, it was all pretty much forced here. So this is why the PR wasn't too disastrous. Why is this 13-10 is... Computer wants to make the bar. Don't get this. Would really want to clear the 10-point. I guess it's saying the 10-point's going to be difficult to clear. And then, yeah, we know this is a pass. So just to remember that 13 pips is like, with the anchor, is an 80-20 proposition. Okay, 6-3, 6. Yeah, made the right play, but kind of didn't really want to think about it. 4-1, came up. Okay, so we were, this was close. I made the right play. I thought about it. I said I wasn't sure, so I don't really, I'm neither happy nor, I'm happy that I got it right, but it was just slightly by chance that I got it right. Then Christian should come up. I kind of didn't, I went with his play. And then, very easy take. That seems to be in line with my thought. Christian wanted to make the 7-point. Sorry, I can't keep up with your comments because they're slightly delayed, and then I roll beautifully, and then I think I just had to, yeah, it didn't feel wrong, like I did anything wrong, and here's this 5-3 here, which is really difficult once you know that you can do that. When you're blissfully unaware that you don't need to consider what's going on here in my thought process. Well, I'm 5 away, he's 3 away. I could really do with a gammon. The gammon value is huge, and when I hit and he fans, then it's really, really good for me. I win 8% more gammons by playing 5-3. But it's wrong. And the double 6, after double 6, I was like, did I screw up? And then the redouble take, I guess, is going to be just normal. Okay, it's not quite a redouble. I don't think I was ever passing knowing it was 15%, but I wasn't sure that I had 15%, although those statements might seem contradictory. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, I screwed up this one here. 24-23, just normal splitting. And what about 13-8, 10-9 is okay with this 5-1. Christian is really bomb. 4-2 looked like a perfect banana splitting play, looked like an overplay to me. Yeah, good. I'm pleased you didn't. I mean, it wasn't so clear either way. I just, when people are like, yeah, you've got to do this, but they don't have a reason, and I'm like thinking, well, okay, but you know, why? And to me, it was not clear one way or the other. I think you have to have some sort of thought process. But spilling again is good, even though here you're spilling into a into an unmade tower, into an undefined structure that's going to hurt you. But then 2418 is also good. Wasn't far wrong with these cues, but just got them the wrong way round. And then 4-3. Cannot believe that hitting is okay. I mean, it just shows you how far off. And then hitting here that Christian should hit. I mean, I don't think I wouldn't know that it was wrong, but I would never hit. I would never hit there. I think that's difficult. Christian, thank you so much for playing. That was very nice of you to volunteer. You played really well. I think... Oh, I should have played safe with the 5-3 as well. Not so many decisions here, anyway. Alright guys, I'm off. Merry Christmas everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you.